Hi everybody! Let's get back to math again today. We are going to do lesson 5.4. And we're still adding, we're still taking two groups, putting them together, and finding out how many we have all together. Today we're going to use objects to do that. Do you have any Unifix cubes at home? Do you still have them from your learning box? If you do, you might want to grab them, or you can draw, whichever you would like. We're gonna start, let me start with a super simple one. I know you're gonna know this because you're just so smart. I have one red Unifix cube and I have one blue Unifix cube. This would be like 1 plus 1 equals, put them together, how many do we have all together? 1, 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You guys, I knew you would know that. Let's go ahead and look at our math lesson. Math lesson 5.4 on page 249. Hey, they copied me. They used a red Unifix cube and a blue Unifix cube and they put them together and they tell us that 1 plus 1 equals 2. Go ahead and trace that number sentence. And if you would like, you can even color in the cubes if you would like to do that. Okay? We're taking two sets, putting them together, and finding out how many we have all together. All right? Let's move on, see if they have something a little bit harder for us. We're still only going to use numbers today up to 5 since we're putting it all together here. And they have one blue cube and they add 2 more orange cubes. So it's like saying 1 plus how many more? 2 equals, if we put them together, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and trace that number sentence. 1 plus 2 equals 3. What do you think? Easy peasy? All right, let's try another one. If we start with 1 yellow Unifix cubes, make sure you're tracing, okay? The more practice we get at writing our numbers, the better we're going to be. Plus, we're gonna add some more here. How many green cubes do we have? We do, we have 3. So if we start with 1 yellow and have 3 green, we put them together, how many do we have all together? Let's find the biggest set. 3, we know there's 3, and count on 3 plus 1 more will make 4. And for those of you that need more help, you can count 1 to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Super job. I keep telling you how smart you are. You already know how smart you are. You are fantastic. Okay, do you remember back a while ago we talked about flips? When we add numbers, it doesn't matter which number comes first in the addition portion. You could put the 4 and the 1 or the 1 and the 4. We're going to find out that we get the same answer regardless of which number we put first. So let's try that out and see if we're right. If we start with 4 red cubes, go ahead and trace that 4 first. Your symbol plus. We add 1 yellow cube, 4 plus 1. How many are we going to have all together? What's 4 and 1 more? Did you say 5? Fantastic, you are correct. Now, let's flip the numbers, and now we start with the 1. So the 1's gonna come first instead of last. 1, and what's that symbol again? It's the plus sign, 1 plus. How many greens do we have here? See how we're flipping? Now the 4 is gonna come last instead of first. 1 plus 4, trace your symbol, equals 1 plus 4 equals, how many do we have all together? I want you to start with your biggest number. How many are here? 4, and count on 4, 5. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Look at that. We did a flip. Think of a pancake. We flipped it over. Well, 4 plus 1, and then we flipped it. 1 plus 4. They both equal 5. And that holds true to what we said. It doesn't matter which number comes first. We're going to get the same answer when we add, just when we're adding and adding simple numbers. Okay, we are halfway through our chapter already. You guys have just been whizzing through this because you are so smart. All right, how many puppies do we have sitting here? We have 2. So we're gonna make our number sentence start with a 2. How many puppies are coming along and would like to play with them? 1. You are correct. This now says 2 and 1. Do you know what 2 and 1 would be? 3. Good job. Okay, we're going to write a number sentence from this 10 frame. There are 2 different colored counters. How many yellow counters do you see? It fills up the whole top row of that 10 frame, so there are 5. 5 yellow counters plus how many red counters? 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's go ahead and put a 3 there. Now our number sentence says 5 plus 3. Do you know what 5 plus 3 is? What does it equal? 5 plus 3 more equals how many are in our 10 frame? 8. Very good. Okay, now we've learned a couple different ways of saying this. We've learned about the word plus. We've learned about the word and we've learned about the actual symbol. All 3 of those mean the same thing. We're going to need to remember that for our final part today. Plus, and the actual symbol plus, those all mean the same thing. So let's take a look. We have 1 blue cube and 2 orange cubes, all right? Does this represent 1 plus 3? No, it can't represent 1 plus 3 because there's only 1 and 2 more. So I'm gonna put a line through that because I get confused sometimes. I just don't even want to see it anymore. Could 1 and that plus symbol 2, 1 plus 2, is that the same as this? It is. 1 blue cube plus 2 orange cubes. So we're going to go ahead and circle that because that represents what this picture is. It's the same as saying 1 plus 2. Now down here, what's that word right there? Do you remember what that word is? It's the word plus. So this says 1 plus 2. Does this show us 1 plus 2? It actually does. 1 blue plus 2 more orange. We're going to group them together. So there are 2 correct answers here. We can either, remember I said you could either use the word plus or the symbol plus or even that word and, but we didn't have one of those here. So 1 plus 2 or the word 1, with the word plus, 1 plus 2, they both mean the same thing and they both represent this number set right here. All right, we're halfway through. Come on back tomorrow and we'll see what we're doing in math. See you tomorrow.